So we're going to make a recipe based on these Trader Joe's peppermint meringues. This is the ingredient list. First thing we need is peppermint candies. I put some in a bag and then I crush them with my rolling pin. I prepared my baking sheet with parchment paper, and then I separated the yolk and the whites from an egg. I whipped the whites until they're a little frothy, and then I added a pinch of cream of tartar. And a pinch of salt as well. I then added about a quarter cup of regular sugar. I mixed that until it was glossy and stiff peaks. Then I added a little bit of vanilla and mixed in some of my peppermint candies. You really only need 1 spoonful. I put it in a piping bag and piped out what I could. I used the wrong kind of bag, but in the future I will use the correct one. They do not spread when they bake, so they can be close together. And here they are, all finished. All right, so a little bit of history on these peppermint meringues. So I had them in the oven and I was watching them closely, and then I got a call from Gume. I had a little bit of an emergency to attend to. So I turned off the oven, left them in there, and left. And granted, it took me an hour and a half to get back. So when I get back, and unfortunately I did make a video of these, but when I get back, I decided, I took them out of the oven and they were crispy and not sticky and seemed done. But I thought they'd only been in there for a short time, and were they fully cooked? Were they dried out or cooked? So I decided to put them back in the oven. And unfortunately, this RV oven, the lowest temperature it has is 320. And you're supposed to cook them low and slow, like 200 degrees. And so I left them in for like 15 minutes, and they became toasted. But the true test is going to be, how do they taste? So I have one right here. They do taste toasted, but they taste really good. I would do it again, and I would probably stop at leaving, because I left them in the oven for like 30 minutes and then I turned it off. And because my oven gets hotter, I guess that heat was enough of a residual to cook them. And so the next time I make them, which I will make them again, lesson learned though, don't use a bag that lets you set it up so it stands up. Those 2 pleats at the bottom of the bag, I couldn't pipe a circle. And the other thing is, I'm going to get a piping bag and a piping tip to make them again. So recipe's really good. I didn't add peppermint extract like the picture I showed you of the recipe. I just added the peppermint candies, and I did add some vanilla because that was on the ingredients list of the Trader Joe's one. So I think they taste great, but I will definitely do them again. Less time in the oven, or less time in it might work for your oven if you can get down to 200 degrees, 250. But because mine doesn't go that low, it is a gas oven, doesn't go that low, they did get toasted. However, they taste really good. So definitely something I would do again. There is never enough time to get everything done that I want to get done. So I get 2 weekends off a month, and this is my weekend off. And even though I got up before 4 o'clock, I normally get up before 4 o'clock for work because I have to be at work at 5. So that's my normal waking time. But even though I got up that early, it is now close to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And yeah, I've done a few things to do. I've done a few things on my list, but I never seem to do everything that I want to get done. I don't know, some people call it time blindness, that you don't realize how long things will take. I don't think I have that. I think I'm pretty good at figuring out how long things take, but I need to get done. Because our soil is sandy, the dogs can easily dig under the soil, and that has created some difficulties with our neighbors. We have a little dog, Poppy, who likes to dig under the fence, and recently she dug under. So we've been working on burying a fence so that they can't dig under that neighbor's fence. So that's one thing I've been working on. Guma and I worked on it last week, and then I'm going to try to finish that today. I want to tape up the doors, so I think I'm going to do that first, so the paint can dry while I am digging the trench and burying the fence. And so I'm going to finish taping up the doors. I'm going to paint a coat. I'm going to paint a coat of paint on the doors, and then I'm going to start digging that trench. And so I have a lot to get done for the rest of this day. First thing I had to do, and I hope you can hear me because the generator's on behind me, was clean my truck's air filter. It was filthy. It's been filthy for a while. Living on a county road in which the road is made of caliche, that dust just gets picked up everywhere. I got my oil change yesterday, and actually the last oil change, the guy said, you know, your air filter is really dirty. You need to change that or clean it. And so I have a reusable filter that you clean, and then you oil and you replace it. So that is something that needs to get done this weekend. This is actually the second time. Today I put the cleaner on it, I let it soak in, and then I'm repeating that just because it was so dirty. And now I'm just rinsing off the cleaner. I'm just going to set it out here in the sun. You want it completely dry before you oil it and put it back in your vehicle. So it's about as clean as I could get it, and I'm going to do that now. All right, well, let's go tape up the doors and get to painting them. Okay, so I went ahead and taped up the other side so that it can be painted. We're going to paint it the same color on both sides. Recipe number 2 is for bread rolls. These are my ingredients. Started with 2/3 a cup of milk. My dry ingredients were about 4 cups of flour and a couple teaspoons of salt. I then added some melted butter to the milk. Make sure your milk is around 110 degrees. Then I added about a tablespoon or so of honey and stirred that together. To my wet, I added a couple teaspoons of yeast. Stir that together as well. Set it aside so it will bloom, and then add the wet to the dry. Mix that well. Once you have enough flour incorporated, you want to start kneading it. I always knead in a bowl. To knead, you want to turn it over and push with the heel of your hand. The more you knead, the more your dough comes together. You may need to add some more flour until it pulls away from the side. And then I put some oil on it, flip it, and then set it off to rise. To prepare the rolls, you need to cut some little pieces of butter. Roll out your dough and cut it into little triangles. You want to put a little square of butter in the corner or the edge of your triangle and then roll it up on itself. They look like little croissants. And then you will make an egg wash and baste your rolls. I baked these about 375 until they were golden brown. Sorry, what?
No. What?
All right, so
what is this?
This is what I made yesterday. They're based on these, but I made up the recipe. Granted, you can see the color is different, but the reason the color is different is because I had to run a little errand, rescue my husband, and they ended up cooking too much. So, but I want you to try them. Tell me what you think.
That's good.
Yeah?
Kind of minty. Very light. Yeah, kind of like popcorn, but very light. I mean, they don't weigh anything, but they taste like the wedding candy. You know, tastes minty. Tastes really good.
Good. So hot.
It is. Oh, delicious.
Look at that. Now try it and see what you think.
Good.
It's really good, isn't it? I tried mine already.
A little hot, but it's delicious.
So I finished painting the doors. At least I might have to do some touch-ups, but they seem to be fully painted. 2 coats each side, each door. Guma is working on building us some less rickety staircase so that it'll be more semi-permanent until we can get our deck built around the house. And in the meantime, I need to go finish burying a fence. Our little dog Poppy likes to dig under the fence and get in the neighbor's yard, and that's not a good situation, especially since that is the yard where the dog that got Max and bit him and caused a few puncture wounds. So what I'm going to do is we have some leftover boards from construction. I'm going to dig down about a foot and a half and bury those boards and then cover it up, and hopefully, actually this will prevent them from digging through in that area. We've done that in the front fence, we've done that in the dog pen, and now we have to do it on one of our side fences. So that's what I'm going to work on next. All right, all done. Last section. In case you're wondering how my herb garden is going, look at these basil plants. I have rosemary, mint, and then my dill is finally coming out again. So it's doing great. I've got to take apart this garden because it is a mess.
Max, you're making me spill my soda.
One of these buckets will hold me.
Oh.
You know what? I'm not gonna sit on the wet. Ooh, I got a sticker burr.
Ooh, kind of like I got one on my huevos.
Oh well, I'm gonna sit on it and see what happens. Oh yeah.
Taller and nicer.
But it's got grooves.
With
so
logos.
It's got like butt massagers on it. It's got grooves on it.
No.
Ow, Poppy.
It's called Butt tattooers.
Ow! Stop it!
When you get up and you take your outfit off, you'll have a
We'll
tattoo
have markings.
markings on your butt.
So I got
The chocolate that
the chocolate.
I asked for.
I got the
That you know that I'm allergic to.
I got the garden fence taken down.
Oh wow.
And what I think I'm gonna do,
Is buy a bobcat. We can really.
that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, what I think I'm gonna do is get those containers Mom gave me, cut out the bottom. Anyway, so what I was gonna do is cut out the bottom of those containers Mom gave me and put cardboard and leaves, and then I'll go ahead and get that soil out of the garden. And so those will be ready. Oh, what is this? And those will be ready come spring. Plantolas.
I saw a little greenhouse out there. I mean, they're selling it.
Selling it?
Yeah, it's one of those places out here
It's
that
so
has,
freaking hot here, though. I don't think we need a greenhouse. I mean, it's what, close to the end of November, and it's
not
89.
for that purpose that people have greenhouses. Is the purpose of saving what you have inside the greenhouse against not only the elements, which might seem like there isn't much here, but the heat can destroy a lot of these plants. The second one, which is more common, is the deer going in there and having their will with whatever you got growing.
That's why you put a fence.
You saw what happened to that fence.
Well, that was an economy fence. Remember, we're poor, and poor people, use the resources we
I don't know. I make good money. I don't know what you're spending it on. Are you buying gifts for your boyfriend or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
He likes expensive gifts.
I like expensive gifts too, you know.
I know.
Just FYI, and I don't get none of that.
Your expensive gifts are a little out of my price range.